Hello students, this is your computer class. Today I am going to introduce you a new topic, chapter number 8, more MS PowerPoint features. You had already learned in previous class about MS Word. Here we will discuss you about more features of MS PowerPoint. Look in your book, those who have book. Topic is applying transition and animation effect. How we will apply transition and animation effect. First you should know about what is transition. Transition is a steady flow of one slide to another. It means when you are applying a transition effect, how your slide is moving towards up and down, left and right, in which direction it is moving. That means it is a transition. So transition refers to be a steady flow of one slide to another. For an example, a slide can move up to on the screen and replace the previous slide. How your previous slide is changing into current slide, that is a transition effect. PowerPoint provides several transition methods. You can add sound to a transition. You can control the speed also. In transition effect, you can control the speed of your transition also, about 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, whatever the speed of your transition you want to add. You can change the speed duration also, and you can add sound effects to a transition also. How your slide is moving, how your slide is moving, you can add some sound also, so that you can identify the previous slide is changing into current slide. A transition, you can apply a transition to selected slides or to all the slides in your presentation. You can apply same transition effect in all the slides also, and you can apply different transition effects on every slide. A transition can occur when the presenter clicks the mouse or after the amount of time you specified. Suppose you had not given the speed of your transition and you had not mentioned the automatic transition. Then in that case you have to click on your mouse button, left mouse button, to change the transition effect or to change the presentation. Add transition between slide. How we are adding transitions in between a slide. There are some methods or are steps to apply a transition to selected slides. Step 1. Click on transition to this slide group in the transition tab. Click the more button in the transition to this slide group. There is a transition tab. You know that in 2007 and in 2008 and 2010 there are tabs: home tab, insert tab, slideshow tab, transition tab, animation tab. So these all are tabs, and in previous versions 2003 there are no any tabs are present. There are menus are present. In 2007 and 10 we are learning about tabs. So there is a transition tab. You have to click on the transition tab, then you have to click on the more buttons. Then your all the transition palette will be open. Choose any transition effect that you want to apply on your slide. Then click on the transition effect that you want to apply. Choose any transition that you want to apply. Transition effect will be applied on the slide. As you roll your pointer over each transition, pointer provides you with a live preview of the transition. When you will when you will put your pointer on your slide, on your transition, it will show the preview, how it will look like in slideshow, how the transition effect look like in slideshow. It will show you a preview of that transition. When you will click on any transition you will choose, it will show you a preview of that transition. Then you have a add sound to a transition. How you will add a sound effect on your transition? I told you sound effects are some important parts also that you can apply on your slide. How your transition is moving towards up and down, left and right method. So step 1, on the transition tab, in the transition to this slide group, click the arrow next to transition speed, is transition sound. Click on the transition tab, then choose the transition sound. Then the sound menu will be appear. Step number 2, choose sound of your choice. Whatever the sound you want to apply, choose that sound. I told you when you will choose a transition effect, when you will choose a sound effect, that will show preview also, how it will appear on the slideshow. Okay, after your presentation complete. If the auto preview box is checked on the animation pane, PowerPoint provides you with preview of your animation after you create it and each time you modify it. When you had click on the checkbox of the animation pane, then it will show you how you have to modify your transition effect, how you had created your transition. It will show you the preview also. Set speed of transition. Now you can set the speed also. Set speed means how you want to change your slide. After 1 minute, after 2 seconds, after 5 seconds, after 10 seconds, whatever the time you want to give on the transition, you can manage that speed by manually. To set the speed of transition, follow the steps. On the transition tab, I told you everything of transition, you have to click on the transition tab. In the timing group, there is a timing group. You have to click the duration button. There is a duration button, you have to click on it, and then you have to choose the timing, 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever you want to apply on your slide transition. You want to change the previous slide to a current slide, whatever the time you want to mention, click on the duration button and mention the timing. Advanced slide. What is advanced slide? If you want the transition to occur after the presenter click the mouse, check on the mouse click checkbox. Advanced slide means you want to change your slide by clicking on the mouse. Then you have to click on the advanced slide. There are two options. In your book there is a picture, on mouse click and after. On mouse click means if you had checked the on mouse click option, then you have to click your left mouse button to change every slide. And if you had checked on the after button and you had crossed the on mouse click, then you have to mention the timing in after group. You can give 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 minute, whatever you want to give the timing to change the slide. So this is a advanced slide feature. So there are two features in advanced slide, on mouse click and after timing. After means after previous slide, in what time you want to see the changement of the next slide, that you want to mention. After 2 seconds you want to change the slide, then click on the after option and give the 2 second, 3 second timing, whatever you want to. So then you don't have to click on the mouse button if you had checked the after option. Then come to next topic. Our next topic is animation. What is animation? Animation effects. These are some special visual effects that you have to apply on. You can apply on objects, text, pictures, charts. These all are moved with animation effects. How your object is moving, how your text is moving, these all effects are applied through animation effects. Animation is a special visual effect that can be added to objects on a slide depending what you want to animate. This is depend on you what you want to animate, that is text, and what type of animation you want to use. PowerPoint provides several ways to create the desired animation effect. You can animate the object on your PowerPoint slide. PowerPoint provides 4 types of animation. First is entrance animation, second is emphasis animation, then exit animation and motion path animation. You can determine through these names also. Entrance means how the object is entering in your slide. It means in animation. Emphasis animation and exit animation and motion path. Exit means you can see that this is out animation, how your object is going out in the slide. Motion path animation is how your objects are moving. So every topic has a different animations effect. An entrance animation determines the manner in which an object appears on a slide. For example, an object can move onto a slide. An emphasis animation does something to draw attention to an object. It means when you are applying this animation effect, emphasis animation effect, it is attractive effect that you are applying on the object. It will draw your attention on the object. So it is just like a 3D animation effect. For example, the object can become larger. How your object is becoming larger and it is becoming smaller. So this is a emphasis animation. Exit animation determines the manner in which an object leaves a slide. I told you, for example, an object can move off a slide. A motion path animation determines how an object move around a slide. For example, an object can move from left to right. If your object is moving left to right, it means you had applied a motion path animation. Next is adding animation to text and objects. Steps to add animation effect are, you know that there is an animation tab also. So click on the animation tab, and in animation group there is a option add animation. Click on the add animation option, and there is also option custom animation. So you can click on the custom animation option also. Choose the type of effect you want from the submenu that appear. A submenu will be appear of the animation. Choose any animation you want to apply on your object or text. Then it will show you the preview option. Click on the OK button. Your animation will be applied on your objects. Applying advanced animation to text and object. Applying advanced animation to text and objects. You know that the steps to add an advanced animation effect are: click on the animation pane. You had seen this window of the PowerPoint. There is a transition pane also and the animation pane also. You have to click on the animation pane. Then all the effects will be appear on this pane. Step number 2 is, after clicking the animation pane, the animation pane will appear on the right side. You know that here right side animation pane will be appear. You have to choose your animation effects. Now you play and edit the animation effect. When you will click on this effect, the animation preview will be appear on your screen. How your animation is applied on the objects. Modify the timing of the animation. If you want to apply the timing on the animation, then you also have to click on the animation button. First of all, steps to modify the timing of the animation in the animation pane are: step number 1, click down arrow next to the text field and then the click timing. The grow shrink dialog box will be appear. When you will click on this right side of the pane, you will click on the timing group. There will be a timing will appear on this pane. Here you can see that this timing will be appear. When you will click on this, a shrink dialog box will be appear. Type 0.05, it means 5 seconds delay text box you had applied. Here the delay text box will be appear. Give the time 5 seconds and then click on the OK. If the auto preview box is checked in PowerPoint, then your animation of the PowerPoint will be show. Preview will be shown. Automatically provide you will preview on the animation. You may also click the play button on the animation pane at any time to preview an animation. You can see the preview of an animation anytime when you will click on the animation. Inserting shapes. You know that how to insert a shape. When you will click on the insert tab, there will be open your pictures, clip art, text, shapes, smart art, photo album. All these options are present in the insert tab. MS PowerPoint has a large number of ready-made shapes that you can insert in your presentation. Besides shapes, you also see arrow, callouts and flowcharts that can be inserted. These all options you can use from insert tab. Click on the insert tab. In the illustration group, click the shape option. When you will click on the shape option, a library of the shape will be appear. Choose any shape and then click on your document and drag it over here. Your shape will be appear. Step number 3, double click on the shape. First method is drag and drop and second method is double click on your screen. When you will double click on this shape, the format option of the shape will be appear. Now you can change the color of the shape also. Next is inserting picture saved on your computer disk. How to insert your pictures which are already saved on your computer disk. You can also insert images, pictures saved on your computer by following these steps. Click on the insert tab. You know that every picture inserted from the insert tab. In the images group, click on the picture option. Insert picture dialog box will be appear. Choose any picture and then click on the insert option. The picture will be inserted on your document. Browse the selected picture and click on the insert button. Insert a table. You know that there is also option insert, so you have to click on the insert tab. When you will click on the insert tab, a table option will be appear. Click on the table option. This dialog box table group will be appear. Choose the number of rows and column. This is the best method to draw a table. Choose the number of rows and column and then drop your mouse button, left mouse button. Then your table will be appear because your cursor is placed here. Wherever your cursor will be placed, the table will be inserted there. Step number 3, insert a table from any of the 3 methods. There are 3 methods. You know that this is a drag and drop method, this is a insert table option and this is a draw table option. So you can draw any 3. You can use any 3 of the options. Insert audio clips. You can add audio clips to your presentation also. Click the slide to which you want to add audio clip. If you had made 5 slides. You can choose any slides wherever you want to insert your audio clip. Click on the insert tab, click on the audio option. When you will click on the audio option, a dialog box will be appear. Choose any audio clip from the dialog box, or you can choose double click on the audio clip. Audio media will be appeared on your slide. It will be added on your slide. Click clip art audio in the media group from insert tab. Clip art dialog box will be appear right side, and choose any audio to add in your presentation. When your audio clip is inserted on your selected slide, an icon appear that represent the audio file. Running a slideshow. How to show a slideshow? First, open the presentation. On the slideshow tab, in the slide group, click on the beginning or current slide. If you will click on the beginning and current slide, your presentation will start from beginning, or if you will choose current slide, your presentation will be start from current slide. You may run a slideshow by pressing F5 key. This is the shortcut method. Printing a presentation. There are 4 printing options: specific slide, hangout, notes, and outline pages. Steps to print presentation. Click on file menu, then select print button. Next option is print window will be appear. Step number 3, in the print window, you can click the items that you want to print, such as slides, handouts, note pages, outline view. Whatever you want to print, you can choose that. If you select handout, you need to select the number of slides to be printed per pages and the print order to be horizontal or vertical. You have to mention the order also, and you have to give the number of slides to be printed. In the print range, select whether select all the slides or the current slide. If you want to print all the slides, you can choose all slide, or if you want any one slide, you can choose current slide option. You may specify the slide range to be printed. Under copies area, specify the number of copies to be printed and click on the print button. So this is all about how to print your slides. We had already discussed in Google Meet class, in live class, we had already discussed about this. We had all done all these question answers and exercises in Google Meet class. So this is all about on this chapter. We will meet in new video in new chapter.